the leader of the House, other distinguished members here present, members of the Executive Council, the press, the families of those, the man who was sworn in, recent bride, we want to say a very big thank you for all the services that you rendered in the course of your press secretaryship and being a team player. Your Excellency, I want to again thank God for today, making it possible for us to sign this bill here into law. The bill was sent into the House of Assembly precisely on the 14th day of September 2017. And we took the first reading that very day. Second reading was on the 3rd of October. Of course, Your Excellency, we know the challenges in the area for which the bill was sent, that is the chieftaincy or the Traditional Rulers Council. And so we took a very proactive course of it and passed it just as it was sent to us on that day. Your Excellency, most times people ask questions why laws are passed without having a recourse to public hearings. I want to state here that the House of Assembly is saddled with the responsibility of passing any bill that is sent to the House of Assembly without any recourse to anybody. But for the purposes of inclusiveness and good bill making or law making, there is also room for collaboration and a robust discussions. And in the course of doing that, we have to call for public hearings. That is not to say that without public hearings, a bill cannot be made. The bill has to pass through the first reading stage, the second reading stage, and then the third reading. Whenever the House deems it fit to pass it, even within 3 hours or 2 minutes, that becomes the law. And so, Your Excellency, we have no questions to answer or make responses to anybody. But I just thought of it that we should make this simple presentation. And so, Your Excellency, the Chieftaincy Amendment Law 2007, 2017, of course, is here. And just to make a simple statement about it, the bill you presented to us, with all the other clauses being important, there was something you promised, and that was to the Traditional Rulers Council, particularly to the community leaders during your campaigns. And you promised that you will create a fourth class for all the community leaders that are in various communities. And this feat I've never heard of. And this is another pace that you have come to set in the polity of Nigeria. And that is why we were not in any form hesitant to pass it expeditiously. And so, Your Excellency, sir, the bill is here for your assent. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you, sir.
Of course, the Speaker just made his remarks and presented the bill to be signed into law by His Excellency the Governor. The Governor, of course, after appending his signature on this new law. Governor.
The leadership of the House, and indeed all the members of the House, for your usual selflessness and dedication. When I say that our speaker is the best speaker in the whole Federation of Nigeria, don't ask me why. These are the reasons. Clap for him again. When I say the House of Assembly is better, more productive, more stable than any other, the result is there. If you check the laws they have passed, most houses of assembly don't pass even 1/3 of the laws they have passed. That's the truth. That tells you the work from the executive end, now these days coordinated by my chief of staff, who himself, as you know, is a former speaker, an attorney general, plus the deputy chief and the house leader, the legal team and the attorney general's office. So we work in such a way that I look forward, Mr. Speaker, to the presentation of the laws we have worked together to pass for our state. Because we are a state of laws. We are a state that is not just developing by building roads and bridges and hospitals and schools, which we are doing very well, no problem. But far more than that, we are also a state that is building institutions. We are a state that is building systems and procedures for continuity, for sustainability, and for stability. So I want to thank you, Mr. Speaker, and your colleagues for doing this at this time. Now to the substance of this amendment. As the Speaker rightly said, I made a statement, not so much as a campaign promise, but a statement of policy that we needed to carry the traditional institution along in the running of our modern government and modern states. I'm not just talking for Bayelsa alone. My personal belief is that in Africa, even with our modern democracy, democratic systems, and the states that have been created and so on and so forth, we still need to find a way to give some respectable and functional role our traditional systems to be part of what we are doing. And I believe in that. When I was Attorney General here, over now 10 years ago, 11 years now, I proposed a law, proposed a bill, duly passed by the State Executive Council. The governor at the time welcomed my proposal, and we sent the bill to the House of Assembly for what we called the community administration law. Because most of the conflicts in this state and across the Niger Delta, and I think in most other communities outside too, across the country, originate from dysfunctional management of communal powers. In our own system here, young people will get up, very young people, they get up, remove chiefs, remove even recognized chiefs, appoint or claim to have the power to appoint people, claim to have the power to represent communities in negotiations with oil firms and other companies, and by so doing, destroy communal solidarity. That is indiscipline, and I thought that should be regulated by law. But far and above that, our statement was that we were going to create a way of giving recognition to every person in a community who exercises communal traditional authority. And that was why we needed to amend the existing law, which had only first class, second class, and third class. So now, by my signature on this bill, which has now become law, in accordance with our new policy in the state, all those who exercise traditional authority in all our communities will enjoy formal government recognition. And Mr. Speaker, with what the House has done, and with this bill now becoming law, in no distant time, the state government will unveil our reform in the area of traditional institutions in this state. That will mean that the work that has been going on quietly behind the scene will now be presented, and those affected will be communicated and then presented their certificates and staff of office in deserving cases. There is a review, a comprehensive review we're carrying out about traditional institutions and about clans, rulership in some of them. And so that will be made public and gazetted. So I want to thank you all and assure traditional institution of our continuous respect and support to them. And let me use this opportunity also again to call for more respect and support to all those in our communities who exercise communal authority. I call for the youths, I call to the youths and others to support and encourage them. We, the government, is also encouraging and working with them. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.